as I mentioned in my press conference yesterday, a year ago, Matt, I wanted off the radar. People were constantly throwing names out there and doing things, but I just went off-site, and I didn't really want any input. I figured, it was an important decision. It was going to be sink or swim with the coordinator hire that I chose a year ago. But I really didn't.
Mark, let me on that point. Mark, on that point, last one. Maybe this is the way I sort of thought about it. On the last one, kind of your success was going to depend on what you picked and what offense it was, and you wanted that to be you. But now, after this year, you got something to build on, and it can be more collective. Is that the way you looked at it?
That's 100% the way I looked at it. I didn't want outside influences in my head about the hire, pushing me one way or the other. A lot of, coaches, people, everybody's got an agenda, and not that it's wrong or not that it's not for the program, but everybody has ideas and, guys, and, and ultimately that fell on my shoulders. I had to hire somebody that I was comfortable with, that took us to another level, that was going to take us and have the opportunity to continue to build on that and, take us to where we want to go, and that's to Atlanta. And so that was on me. And I was very, very pleased. I think it's fair to say I went out on a limb with that hire, and it was rather unconventional with the experience that he had and where it was coming from. And I believe it was the best for us. And this year, with all that success and with Will Levis and with him leading the offense and our players, I thought it was important for our coaches and our, Will to, basically be involved and to give me some input. And, and that's what we did. And we went through another in-depth, process with a lot of people. But when Rich came about late in the process and late one evening, he and I had a long conversation. To be honest with you, in my mind, I knew this was kind of a no-brainer from that point on. And then, we obviously got on an interview with him, and I think, Will sat in on that one and some others. And again, I think it did not take long. It's one of those interviews where it's like, it's almost like don't insult his intelligence when you dive into the X's and O's part, because this guy was off the charts.